Alright guys, I am back with another video. So I'm having to redo this again because my mic wasn't working the first time. Let me just go ahead and give you a breakdown here. That video that you seen yesterday was for the Game Jam. We probably didn't get it in on time. The submission was a couple minutes late because they wanted to push things down to the wire. But let me go ahead and break this down for you. Chris, he did the menu and some of the assets in the level design itself. I did the lighting and the lighting system and the lighting, and I set up the world partition system, and I did the animation system. Samuel did the sound effects for like the guns and stuff like that. Dino Sloth, he did a lot of the logic in there that controlled like the weapon system, the dialogue thing that comes up on the screen giving you your mission, stuff like that. He also implemented the sound effects, or helped with this, implement the sound effects and the music system that Eric set up. Eric set up the music system. He used meta sounds to do that, and he did a really good job. So with that out of the way, let's get started. And right away you can hear his music, and you're probably hearing the phone ringing in the background. So let's go ahead and play. Alright, so the weapon reload and recoil animations I did on the fly. It was a last second thing. Somebody else was gonna make them, but you'll see it's just a slight recoil. And this lighting system, so you'll see that they're turning off when you get far enough away from them. This is using volumetric fog and volumetric fog scattering is set up on those lights. That's why it looks foggy below them. I do have a aiming state, a ready state, and a relaxed state. So you'll see his gun goes down slightly, and then when he's running, he pulls it in closer with the and there's an issue with the aim offset versus where the character is looking. I didn't have time to debug all that. And obviously there's some collision issues. Also, I noticed that the actual character is not taking damage. That's something we overlooked. So that's unfortunate. Get out of my way. Alright, well, anyway, I guess they're all bark and no bite, but that's okay. So let me go ahead and do a breakdown for you real quick. So let's go into the level, and you'll see that it's actually going to be light outside. That's because I switched it so that you guys could see. This is actually going to be the original lighting preset that you started with, and then you would have to press Z, and actually I forgot to do that. That's that mode was going to take us into, whoa, I didn't not notice that. That's a pretty interesting effect. Huh. I didn't even notice that. Look what it does to him. That's pretty cool. So we were going to do things a little bit differently than what you see here. It looks like they don't really attack you when you're in this mode. Oh, okay. That's interesting. I did not even know that. Well, I know that now. Okay. Well, Dino did that post-processing effect, just so y'all know. He did a really good job on it, I think. Pretty cool effect. So, this is also using volumetric fog. That's why you see the slight God rays coming off of things. Now, it does seem to have some LOD issues with the buildings. That's why at nighttime you'll see that the shadows move and change around. That's not something I could fix. I wanted to fix it, but I didn't have time to fix it. Anyway, so that's unfortunate. I did the Star Night thing in Photoshop, and here's the spotlight actors that go onto these. They're just child actors. Now Chris made this building right here in this building, and he made another building, but he didn't get it in on time. Everything else in here is our assets that we brought in, so we're not going to get full credit for this because of that, if it gets judged at all. So it probably won't, because they stopped at 11:59 and we submitted ours a bit late, so it's probably not gonna get judged. So let me just show you the animation system. I took a lot of the setup from ALS. I didn't copy it from ALS. It was inspired by ALS. Let me put it that way. I did not copy any of this directly from any source. I did all of this from scratch, but it was inspired by ALS. If you have been watching my videos for a while, then you'll know that I've done a lot of breakdown videos on how to recreate ALS. I've never done a full the locomotion system before, so I had a lot of difficulties trying to do this from scratch. This uses blend spaces. One blend space for standing and one for crouching. It doesn't split them up the way that ALS does. It would have been more appropriate to do it that way, but I didn't have time to work on something complex like that, and I wasn't familiar enough with doing systems like that. So it also would have made the complexity of this far more complex. This is my aim offset correction. It doesn't really work as well as I was hoping it would. The goal was to use this to keep the gun pointed towards the center of the screen, but it didn't really, because the line trace is going from the gun to the center of the screen but out in the distance. That's why the aiming is a little janky. So yeah, I'll use actual IK, the actual IK bones and virtual bones the same way ALS does it. I did use that knowledge to my advantage of ALS, and I did these animations in, I fixed them, constrained those bones using Control Rig. I do have to blend base poses and with the aim offsets. So you'll see here. And you'll see this is from the UE5 mannequin. That's because that's what I started with. And that's pretty much it, guys. If you have any questions, let me know down in the comments. But yeah, I'll see you in the next video.